Joining me now to weigh in on all of this, host of Dana on the Blaze TV, Dana Loesch, who will be gracing the cover of Guns and Ammo magazine this June. She has a different view of the matter, as you might gather, from the magazine cover. Let's start with that last point, because that seemed like the most compelling one, that you can buy a gun on the street of Milwaukee without having to pass a background check.
Yeah, Megan, thanks so much for having me back. That's just insane, and I don't expect anything different from a politically appointed police chief as opposed to a locally elected sheriff. That's
he
what
works
these
for this
guys
mayor
do.
who doesn't like Scott Walker and is anti-gun.
Exactly. And so he's on the same page as Tom Barrett. He's completely on the same page as Tom Barrett. This idea that you can just like walk down the street and purchase a firearm, first off, the whole gun show loophole, all of this stuff, it is a myth. You have federal firearms licensees who sell these things. That if you're buying it online, it has to go through an FFL. When I moved, Megan, from Missouri to Texas, and when the movers took our stuff, I had to send my stuff through an FFL. That is how the federal law is. It's how it's always been.
It makes it sound like it's the Wild West in Milwaukee, where you can just walk down the street and buy a gun without anybody having to be licensed.
And a stat to go with that. In 2001, Justice Department study came out that showed that less than 0.7% of federal and state inmates, Megan, actually just went to a gun show and purchased a firearm, and they used that in their crimes. So there's absolutely no statistical basis for this argument.
So he's getting at the gun show exception. That's what he's talking about. Now, what about the concealed carry blame? Because he's saying he doesn't like the concealed carry law, and he's suggesting that in some way this, I guess, affected this terrible crime.
Right. Well, which I don't know how it would affect it.
I don't either. We keep asking them to explain that.
Yeah, Ricky Childs, he did not have, and he's the suspect who was the one who had shot and killed someone. He took the law into his own hands in this case and ended up killing himself today. But he was a convicted felon. He had been convicted of a bank. He had robbed a bank, and so he was on probation. In terms of that, meant he had to maintain strict sobriety, and he could not possess a firearm. Passing concealed carry, which was supported in Wisconsin, did not put a firearm in Ricky Giles' hand. But I tell you what does. Leniency in the judicial system and the recidivism rate of these felons, it's majority always repeat offenders, felons who are not able to legally possess a firearm, that keep perpetuating these crimes.
What about last night? Bernard Whitman was on the program, and he was citing some stats about gun ownership.
Yeah.
And I know you said he was wrong about these, but you hear these a lot. Let's just play for the audience what we're talking about.
If you have a gun in your home, you're 4 times as likely to be shot with it as be able to actually use it to defend yourself. If you have a gun in your home, you're twice as likely to be a victim of homicide, 3 times as likely to be a victim of suicide.
And you say?
Yeah. That's a nicely debunked study from a guy named Arthur Kellerman, which came out in the late 90s. And what he did was basically his methodology was flawed, and he padded the statistics and it used cases of armed criminals who went at innocents away from the home and used that in order to inflate the numbers. In fact, this study has been debunked 6 ways to Sunday. Gary Kleck, who is a lifelong Democrat and a criminal researcher who teaches down in Florida, was the one who led the charge, along with John Lott, who's also a criminal researcher. They have to make stuff up in order to support their argument. But Megan, it's tried and true, and I wrote about this in my book as well. Concealed carry actually lowers crime rate. The Florida model, that's one of the reasons after Florida implemented concealed carry, when law enforcement and when citizens started to look and see at the results of that, they saw that innocents were safer. They wanted to implement that in their own states. There is absolutely no statistic that supports this.
We got to get Mayor Barrett to come on this show with you. I want to hear you and Mayor Barrett or Chief Flynn have a frank discussion about this issue. Dana, it's great to see you.
Well, yeah, always good to see you, Megan.
And they're invited. Of course, they haven't said yes so far. But who would not want to sit down with Dana Loesch and have a conversation about guns? Clearly, the folks at the magazine would love to.